customtacticals.com here, and we're looking at a Michael Birch folder from Burchtree Bladeworks. Michael recently became a full-time maker, well, not too recently, about maybe a year or two ago, and he does a lot of those Asian inspired pieces that I really like, and this is one of them. This one is called the Dao folder, Dao being Chinese for knife, and it's spelled D-A-O. And this one is one of his more Asian-inspired designs, and it is a flipper with, as you can see here, IKBS bearing system, the Ikoma Korth bearing system, which was originally designed by those guys to make bally songs flip smoother, and now it's been incorporated to a lot of flipper designs like this one. So as you can see here, it's pretty good. I don't even have to give it a push. It's an extremely smooth blade movement, no wobble, and it still just glides. I really like this knife. So quite honestly, this is probably one of my favorite knives I've received in a long time. If you take a look here, he's got the visible hamon along the front, clay tempered blade. The blade steel on this one is 1095 high carbon, so it will rust if you neglect it. He did a really cool sort of blued titanium with sort of a rough finish on it. I really like this finish. I prefer it over the inlaid stuff that he does, where he he drills a hole and the inlay is a piece of something else. This seems to be a little bit more practical to me. I like it a lot. Partial G10 backspacer. As you can see, titanium pocket clip, frame lock. Blade on this one is just shy of 3.5 inches, and overall it's about 8, so pretty good size. Not too big, but not too small either. Very wide blade, so you can do some pretty heavy cutting tasks with it. I personally really like flippers. I do find that once in a while the flipper gets in the way when you're using a knife with the flipper here, because you're trying to cut stuff and it kind of hits the surface that you're cutting on and becomes in the way. But as a self-defense folder, it's very good because you get the guard, which is a nice thing. Generally speaking, I don't really carry most of my knives anyway, so it isn't really a huge issue. When my EDCs, I usually pick out the bunch because I like the way that they work, and I like the way they feel, and I like the way they look. Not often does a knife have all of these features, and you can get the Dao folder without the flipper and with a thumb stud. That's not a problem. Michael does make it. So I, though, really wanted an IKBS folder from Michael, and he did not disappoint me. I have to say that he's probably one of my favorite knife makers right now, and you rarely see his folders on the secondary market, and there's a good reason for that. I don't usually say the prices, and I'm not really sure what I paid for this one. It took a little while to get here because of some postal problems, getting sent to the wrong place and whatnot. But I think it was in the neighborhood of $500 or $600, just to give you an idea. So not an extremely expensive custom, but still not a cheap knife. But one of the only ways you're going to get a Michael Birch knife. It doesn't always open all the way, but I'm not pushing it very hard either. If I push it a little bit harder, it definitely opens. So I hope you enjoy the review. Have a good one.